What?
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. Well, a duck, to be more specific, and 4 other great picks for you to check out right now. Along with an animated comedy from Illumination about ducks looking for a new adventure, we've got the return and end of the DCEU, an epic space opera not named Star Wars, an adaptation of a famous book and musical, and a wrestling biopic. This is the beginning of your journey toward 5 great options on this week's What to Watch. But first...
Hey there, I'm Nikki Novak, here to let you know that this Illumination Presents Migration themed episode is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. As you know, packing up the family and flying somewhere else to start new might be pretty tough to do, just as the family of Mallards in the new movie Migration discover.
Was your mother... That is not your mother.
But you know what you can do? You can pack up the family, or just yourself, no judgment here, leave them at home, and fly or drive or walk safely to Jersey Mike's. Watching them freshly prepare subs right in front of you will give you the kind of freedom you can only get when participating in bird migration. I'm assuming. So what am I saying? I'm saying that I'm hungry, and so are you. Hungry for something fresh, and Jersey Mike's has got you covered. Sorry, I like to get a little bit philosophical after eating a regular turkey and provolone Mike's way. Add pickles. Double the pickles. Try it sometime. From the same people that brought you The Minions, Illumination Presents Migration, now open wide in theaters. A great movie for the whole family. Now back to the show.
Here we go. Tail feather torsion.
Check.
Wing deployment.
Check.
Let's fly.
Opening wide in theaters is Migration, from the same people that brought you The Minions. The first reason to check out this animated comedy is really a whole bunch of reasons all rolled up into one, as in the killer voice cast. That includes Kumail Nanjiani, Awkwafina, Elizabeth Banks, and Keegan-Michael Key. Oh yeah, and don't forget Danny DeVito. Another reason to pack up the family for this one, or all your buddies, there's no judgment here, is that while many of your favorite animated movies have featured all kinds of animals through the years, none of them are all about ducks. Or in this case, a family of mallards trying to convince their overprotective dad to migrate from New England to Jamaica. Come on, Dad! Thirdly, Migration was written by Mike White, whose name might sound familiar as the creator and writer of the hit HBO series White Lotus. And while an animated family movie might not have that much in common with an adult dark comedy, White has also written for more family-friendly projects like The Emoji Movie and School of Rock.
True king builds bridges, right? True king builds bridges.
Also washing up into theaters is the long-awaited sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And that right there is the first reason to see this one. It's finally arriving after the first one came back in 2018, which, by the way, is fresh on the tomato meter with a solid audience score. A second reason to swim into this one is that it's marking the end of an era, the DCEU as we knew it. With new bosses taking over in 2022, the likes of Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are no more, and a new continuity plan is being put into place. And while we probably won't see Affleck or Cavill in this film, it is the final DCEU installment. Single tear. The third reason to find Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is that star Jason Momoa got more involved behind the scenes this time around, helping come up with the initial story that director James Wan and writer David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick then ran with. Attaboy, Jason!
What do you think they want?
Making its premiere on Netflix this week is Rebel Moon, aka Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. This film kicks off what is supposed to be an epic new sci-fi space opera franchise, look out Star Wars, from Zack Snyder, who directs and also created the story for this. That's the first reason to venture up to this moon. The second is that the intriguing premise for this one will help set the stage for the whole franchise, and that is a peaceful settlement on a distant moon becoming threatened by a ruling force, while hope is found in one mysterious villager. The third reason to put on your moon boots is the ensemble cast, led by Sophia Boutella. It also includes names like Charlie Hunnam, Jaimon Hounsou, Ray Fisher, Jenna Malone, and Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, you heard all that right.
Our teacher taught us about a place called Africa. She say our mamas come from Queens over there. That means that we royalty.
Yet another option in theaters this week, hey, 'tis the season, is the musical drama The Color Purple. The first reason to watch this one is, yes, it is based on the famous novel and Broadway musical that followed, both of which have been highly acclaimed and staples of pop culture for decades. The second reason to watch this one is its various connections to the first film adaptation that came out in 1985, directed by Steven Spielberg. This time around, he and Quincy Jones served as producers, alongside the stage musical's producers, which includes Oprah Winfrey, who of course starred in that 85 film, Love All That. Thirdly, the film's cast is led by star Taraji P. Henson, who's being joined by names like Corey Hawkins and Halle Bailey, plus some actors from the stage musical, including American Idol winner Fantasia Barrino in her film debut.
Harry, I want you to join your brothers in the ring.
Yes, sir. I love that.
Now, we all know Carrie's my favorite, then Kev, then David, then Mike. But the rankings can always change.
And finally, in theaters this week is A24's The Iron Claw. This biographical sports flick is based on the life of pro wrestler Kevin Von Erich and the wrestling dynasty that was the Von Erich family, who were huge, literally and figuratively, in the 80s. That's one reason to jump in the ring with this one. Another is that it features Zac Efron in the role of Kevin, and the dude completely transformed himself for the role. Impressive. And he's joined by people like Jeremy Allen White, Mara Tierney, and Lily James, among others. The third reason to get yourself stuck in the Iron Claw is the talent behind the camera. It was written, produced, and directed by Sean Durkin, and while you may not know the name, after he got his start in short films and music videos, his two other feature films, Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene, and The Nest, are both certified fresh. He's got skills, and now you'll get to see for yourself. Well, there you have it. 5 glorious options to fill up your week and weekend. And don't forget to fill up on Jersey Mike's before heading out. It makes the candy taste that much sweeter once you're in the theater. Trust me. Be sure to let us and your fellow viewers know in the comments what you did check out, whether it was on this list or not. Remember to check out RottenTomatoes.com for the latest updates on scores and reviews for everything mentioned, as well as the movie and TV world at large. That's all for today, Fresh Family. Until next week, stay fresh.